Call to order at 11 o'clock and roll call.
Margot Christensen,
Here.
Matt Broussard,
Here.
Tamara Burks,
Here.
Nick Medina,
Here.
Ed Kellerman,
Here.
Dennis Gallagher,
Here.
Robert Coombs,
Here.
Autumn Klein,
Here.
Michael Pantaluni, and I totally said that wrong. I heard you say it earlier. Correct me? Pantaleon. And we'll let the record show that Jim Dawson is absent.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's start with item A. We're going to introduce and welcome our new member, Michael Pantaleon. Get it?
Say it better than I do.
Okay. Welcome, Michael. Do you want to just share a minute or two of your background and where you're from and what you do?
Well, resident of Prescott since 8/8/1988, and previously served time in Philadelphia, Gambier, Ohio, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Missoula, Montana, and Portland, Oregon. So delighted to be south of the 40th parallel. And my work responsibilities over the years allowed me to travel quite a bit. So hopefully I can add some sort of intangible to this committee, and we'll see where it goes.
Okay, thank you. Welcome. We're happy to have you on board. Okay, approval of the minutes. We're going to approve August 27th and September 10th. So does anybody have any changes or corrections that you want to make to the minutes before we approve? Can we approve 2 months in a row? Okay. So we can approve both of those, or we can discuss. Okay, make a motion to approve both months.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Do I have a second? Matt, thank you. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes to approve. Thank you. Okay, item C, we're going to talk about upcoming term ends and kind of what that process is going to look like. Christina?
Yes, Christina Binkley, Tourism Manager. So I believe it's page 16 out of 17 in your packet. Margot Christensen, Matt Broussard, Ed Kellerman, Nick Medina, and Michael Pantaleon. Your term limits are coming up in March. So 6 months from now, I would like you all to start thinking about reapplying. I will email you and let you know what that process looks like. It's the same application you've always done, and it'll be available through the city website. If you're not interested in reapplying, let us know. Tell your friends. Regardless, we would like to have a application list to pull from. So we would love to have you re-enlist as well. We do love our committee. So take the next 6 months to think about it, but also please consider the next 6 months for board chair, vice chair, or secretary as well. Those positions are also coming available. Okay. Any questions on terms or term limits?
What is the term?
So all 5 of you would be 3-year term limits. I believe Nick and Michael, both of you filled short terms, which is why you're terming out shorter, but most terms are 3-year terms. So every other year, half of the board turns over. So this is that time frame. Okay. Welcome, Lois. Good to see you. Would you like an agenda packet? Okay. On that note, there was a couple changes to the upcoming TAC meeting schedule. So we just want to let you know we had to move the annual get-together next month up a week, so November 5th. We hope that works for everybody. Same time frame, 11. I'm getting some nods. Does that work for everybody? Okay. And then we had to move the annual meeting. It was going to be in January, and it's now going to be Thursday, March 12th. Okay.
Is that the strategy meeting?
Yes, that's the big one. It's going to be the 2.5 hour long where we have speakers from around the state. We have the annual review. We have the marketing meeting. It's the one last year that was 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m.
And November 5th, location?
Well, that's here to be discussed. So we have done Eastspire Sports. We have done, help me remember, we did the Launchpad Teen Center, and then we've done a couple others. So is there anything you guys want to do? We can do a breakfast or a lunch, or we did Founding Fathers one year. Feel free to throw out some ideas. We talked to staff and we thought we would bring it to the TAC board first to see if there was anything you're like, we should try this.
Eastspire was great.
Eastspire was great. Okay.
He has a neighbor next to Eastspire called Augie's.
Augie's is good. We should certainly try their new location. We can do that time frame.
Matt, how's your upstairs coming along?
I mean, we could do it there if you. Well, that's November. Yeah, we could do it there if needed.
That sounded like a maybe.
I'm not going to do anything until January at this point. So.
Okay. We don't want to rush you either. So with this being about 2.5 weeks away, I don't want to force you to do anything. I know, crazy, huh? 3 weeks away. All right, well, we can talk more about that. It's going to be something light and casual, so you'll get an email from us there. Okay, no questions on term limits. We'll go ahead and move on to the next agenda item.
Okay, so we're at the proposed 2026 meeting dates.
Believe it or not, this is our last official meeting of 2025. I always feel a little strange about that. So being that it's the last official meeting of 2025, these are all the meeting dates for 2026. Please mark your calendars appropriately. We've got everything for all the tourism grant meetings, all of the committee meetings, and all of the proposed calendar dates that we would hope you would be there. That being said, with half of you may or may not renewing your terms, we hope you do. So please mark your calendars appropriately. The one long meeting is April 29th. That's the grant scoring meeting. And you'll see the time is different there. It's the 11 to 2. That's the long one where we do a TAC meeting and the grant scoring meeting. And that one's going to look a little different this year because our meetings are now broadcasted. It's going to be a traditional TAC meeting, and then we're going to break into lunch, and then we're going to do an executive session where grants are scored behind closed doors. Okay? Any questions on the calendar? Yes.
November 11th, Veterans Day, maybe?
Yes, we can look at that. Thank you for pointing that out.
And I just want to mention for our new member, Michael, the grant scoring meeting, and we'll go over this more with you, or staff will. There is a little bit of homework to do ahead of that, a week or two ahead of time. So just reading through all the grants and getting everything prepared can just be a little bit time consuming. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that.
Thank you.
Okay, are we moving on? We're going real
it's a
fast.
Very light.
This is going to be a
agenda
short
today.
meeting.
It is.
Okay.
The staff updates are a little bit longer, believe it or not.
Okay, staff announcements. John is absent. He's at a conference. So Christina is going to take over for John and Arlie. And airport, I think, right? Do you have airport or no?
I did not get an
Okay.
update for airport.
Okay.
Let me just
So you'll
check
do
it.
sales and marketing, community updates, and digital.
Yes. So John Heine has a new title. He's the Economic Initiatives Director, and he is not here today because he is down in Phoenix at the Semiconductor convention. He's trying to find high-tech companies to bring to Prescott. So his new responsibilities will be tourism and economic development still, and he's focusing more on these important priorities for the city. And he wanted to introduce Danielle Trotter. Please wave, stand up. Yep. She's responsible for the external communications, including the social media content and traditional media relations. Danielle has a great deal of experience, including social media. And as part of John's new role, he's engaging in businesses in Prescott. There's a business survey online, and he wanted all of you to participate. It's on participateprescott.com, and if you could go in and fill it out. It's really going to help with business retention, and it's going to help us get a hard look at what's going on in the business sector, where we need to help out, where we can provide support, and where economic development really can hone their focus. Okay?
Do we need to be inside the city limits to fill out this survey?
No.
Okay.
Please fill it out regardless. And Danielle, if you don't mind, just 2 brief minutes.
Hi, I'm the new Public Engagement Manager for the City of Prescott. My goal is to create a more connected community that includes residents, business owners, and any other community stakeholders. I have 5 years experience, most recently at a full-service advertising, media, and PR company. So I plan to bring my skill set to the city to achieve all of the goals that everyone wants to achieve together.
Good to meet you. Thank you.
John and I have prayed for Danielle for a very long time, so we're very happy she's here, and we're excited to see all the things she's going to do for the city. Okay, now for the tourism manager staff update. This is my personal report. Q1 budget update, we are right on track. So Q1 is usually our heaviest spend because we do all of our contracts, we do all of our tourism grants, and we are right under like a quarter of our spend. So we see that as a win, which is really great. Most of our grants and our contracts have been paid, which is perfect. And there's been no unbudgeted surprises. So winning there. The public can now monitor all of our expenditures through OpenGov. So if you go through the city's website, you can click on OpenGov and you can open up the tourism budget. So you can click on all the line items and just poke around and look at all the pretty graphs and see where we are throughout the year. So I really like that, and we'll keep giving you updates throughout the year. Several announcements for you. Matt, I'm stealing your thunder here, and Autumn. The Prescott Downtown Partnership is hosting their annual meeting October 23rd from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then Laura Tetrek, she's the Executive Director of America 250. She's going to be presenting. So next year, America 250 is doing a big celebration all across the state of Arizona, and Laura is really taking the lead on what's happening. So she's going to be coming and making a special trip to Prescott to talk about what's happening across the state of Arizona.
And I might have missed it. What's the location for the PDP?
The Hacienda Marina Room.
Okay.
And we definitely encourage all of you to attend. You don't have to be a member.
All right, this is a very special announcement. For those of you who don't know, each state has a replica of the Liberty Bell. And for the first time ever, ours is going to go on a tour around the state of Arizona to celebrate America's big birthday. And I'm happy to announce that it's coming to Prescott. Now, this is a huge honor. I can't announce when, but the fact that it's even coming to Prescott is going to be huge for tourism next year. So we're honored to be one of the cities that is considered, and when we know a date, we'll let you guys know. But start to be excited for this, because this is something that's going to be really, really big for us next year. Speaking of America 250, there is a working group. There has been for several months. Several museums, several committee members, several organizations are a part of it. We're meeting bi-monthly. So we're trying to get everyone organized and talk about all the things that are happening. And Arlie is building a webpage. So come 2026, we plan to stand it up, and all the things that are happening to celebrate Red, White, and Blue, America 250, Arizona 250, will be on the Experience Prescott webpage. So that'll be there. Same with Route 66, as if 2026 is not big enough already. Route 66 is also a huge celebration next year. There's another working group for Route 66. They're meeting on the opposite months of of America 250. They're another very, very active group, and they have some very exciting things planned to celebrate Route 66. So come January, I have some very big announcements planned for that one too. So stay tuned. Our office facilitated the film office with an advertising piece that will be displayed at the American Film Market in LA this year. And this advertising piece will be used to market Prescott as a destination moving forward. Now, this will be used to market to producers and directors to try and get them to bring movies and commercials here. And this is great for economic development and business and for tourism. And we got to be part of the creative project, and we got to use tourism content and film content and previous movies that were here, and we stitched it all together, and it is beautiful. It's a very, very cool project, and you know I love show and tell, but we can't show it to you yet. So we will be able to show it to you in January when it's available to be live to the public, but trust me, it's good. So coming soon.
Would this be a contender for one of the AOT awards in July?
Unfortunately, no, because it's not all of our content, but regardless, it's a great advertising piece. So the fact that we get to be a part of it and have these collaborations, it's still a win for the city. And it's going to live on the Experience Prescott website, the City of Prescott website, and we'll still market as much as we can with it. The AOT co-op advertisements are underway, and there's a lot of video content and print advertisements there, and a lot of planning that goes into that co-op. So let's see. The magazine that's being passed is an example of the advertisements that are in the wild. The new campaigns that are being designed are beautiful, and we're getting initial feedback that is really, really good. So we just wanted to show you an example of what's out there, and we're very, very proud of the new content. We got a very wonderful and unusual compliment I wanted to share with you. The town of Bisbee reached out and said, we wanted to reach out to other Arizona towns that seem to be leading the way on tourism. And Prescott made the list. So they reached out and asked questions across the board about, how do you do this? What do you do this? Who do you use for this? And they said Prescott is doing really cool things for small destinations. So when other towns and cities see what you're doing, that's huge. Okay. And then January TAC meeting, just because we have such a large gap between October and January, we have a special events policy coming up. You had asked to follow up about Pure Imagination. And then we have Prescott Event Alliance who wants to come to you guys. And then I promise I'll show you the Filming in Prescott video. Is there anything else you want on the January agenda?
Should we do a follow-up on the Trans Rockies event in October for the January meeting? Just a quick discussion on how the event went?
It's not until October of next year.
No, they're doing a small event this year. It's very small. I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay, that would be great. Then yes, probably. Okay, that's all I have for the tourism manager report. And we're going straight into Arlie's report. So, because Arlie's not here, but she is being told to watch online and still make minutes, we get to embarrass her. Arlie got married over the weekend, so let's give her a round of applause. Congratulations, Arlie. So happy for you guys. All right, social media analytics in September. Experience Prescott did very, very well. The website did very well. The number of active users, according to Google Analytics, was 16,000. The number of event counts or conversions was 212. We had 16,000 organic, 2,300 direct users, and 1,400 referrals. Our top campaigns came from Google Ads, the City of Prescott website, the AOT Co-op links, and Sparklight advertising. Users by country were Canada, China, and Germany. Top users by city were Phoenix, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Tucson, and Denver. I've instructed Arlie to watch our top 10, and our top 10 cities are still Phoenix, Prescott, Tempe, Los Angeles, Prescott Valley, Denver, Mesa, Flagstaff, and Bullhead City. So lots of our locals are looking at the Experience Prescott website, and lots of regional partners are as well. The top webpage of the month was upcoming events. That has not changed for us. Moving over to social media. So total Instagram followers is now up to 14,000. That's an increase of 310 from last month. The total post views for last month was 305,000, which is an increase of 29,000 from last month. The top post had an additional increase of 5,000. And the top reel last month was a rainy day in Prescott. So they were able to leverage active content. We had that beautiful rainy day, and they posted real time of what to do on a rainy day in Prescott, and it did very well. Facebook metrics, we have 1,200 new followers. The total views was 700,000. Pinterest total impressions was 8,000. YouTube Shorts total impressions was 42,000. The total businesses featured this month was 38. And she said some highlights are the fact that Instagram has now surpassed 14,000. And the Facebook top reel of the month was the Prescott Vintage Market video, bringing over 105,000 total views. Let's see. And that's all I have for the analytics report. Okay. Mike, I think you're up.
Mike is going to be groups and sales and everything you're booking for us.
Yes. Couple of solid updates for events coming up, potentially. AZBO, the Arizona Builders officials, they've been here before in 23 for their annual business meeting. They were in Flagstaff last year, or this past meeting, this past summer, and in 2022. They were in Payson in 24, and they're looking to come back here for a 3-year term. So we're in the process of locking that down. I'm really excited about that one. It's a great committee, a great 3 days of 150 plus rooms. So looking forward to that one. Let's see, another one that was canceled a little earlier in the year, but it's back on the map now. It's a corporate meeting for NCM. It's a automotive dealer operations type meeting for about 2.5 days for 70 plus rooms. So that's back on the map here. So looking forward to booking that one. I'm going through an exploratory kind of sports event for Skate IDSA. It's a skateboarding and skate cross events throughout the world. They're a very small organization, and think skateboarding, but with on the streets and with the longboards and kind of off-road too. So it's simply exploratory, seeing if Prescott can be in fit, just being in the mountains, and they really like the area. So a gentleman named Carl is going to come out, and we're going to just kind of explore with our team and the Forest Service and see if something can work out for, a couple events. So it would be definitely something small at the beginning, 100 rooms, 100 to 150 participants. So something small to look forward to. So looking forward to working on that. Let's see. So STR numbers, it's looking good. All right. Finally, some good numbers. This is through August, but I do have some for this last week because usually the numbers don't come out till about the 18th of every month. So it kind of misses some of our meetings. So occupancy through August was up 4.1%. This is great. 69.5%. Year to date, it's just down 1.4%, roughly at 64.1. Average daily rate is just down 2.9% from $141.72 to $137.59. Year to date, ADR is down 2.6 from $137.78 to just $137.23. So in this last week, occupancy was up 4.5%. That was great. I mean, it was up at 94.6%. So awesome there. ADR was up almost 20%. So, this last week was great. So I should have those numbers, like I said, the 18th of every month. So let's see on that.
Quick question, Mike.
Yes.
Sorry. Do you have anything on September at all?
It was just this last week. But usually, like I said, they don't give us the numbers for the entire month yet until the 18th. So I will have those in about a week to 10 days. So, yeah. But if anybody would like any certain weeks, just reach out to me and I can get those for you.
You get the weekly and the monthly.
I do,
Okay.
yes. And I give you guys usually the month prior, which is through August, and then, just the last week like I just did prior to the meeting. If you guys would like me, because they don't officially go out for a particular month until the 18th, but if I can give you individual weeks, if you guys would like that, I can do that for, the previous month before the entire report comes out. I can do that for you guys. Or if you want to reach out to me for any particular week, I can do that. And a little bit of humor in looking for RFPs. I found a National Beard and Mustache Championship that I'm going to put us in for 2026. So we'll see how that goes. It's just, we'll see. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, is Ryan next? Parks and Recreation update.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see everybody. I do not have a lot, so staying with the quick meeting theme. I am working on the 2026 tournament calendar, so I will have it solidified soon, and we'll have it to you guys very soon. I will send you my draft, so you have some kind of idea what we'll
So I don't have to ask you 5 times for the rest of the year to give us an update?
You never have to do that, do you, Margo? I will be giving you updates because it does tend to change from weekend to weekend, but that's almost lined up, but I will get you my draft so you have kind of an idea what's going on. Other than that, I'm sure you might have heard of, there's a proposal by an outside soccer group, OJB, to donate money to renovate Ken Lindley Field. So ongoing discussions are happening with that, so just stay tuned. I'm sure you'll see those come up in the city council meetings. Other than that, we have the Veterans Day Parade that's coming up on Tuesday, November 11th. Michelle Stacy Schroeder, my boss, along with the Veterans Day Committee, organizes and coordinates that parade. They do a great job. The parade will start at 11, opening ceremonies at 10:30. So this year's theme, staying with the 250th anniversary birthday of America, we're going to celebrate 250 years of patriots and veterans. So should be a great parade. That's really all I have for today. Any questions about anything?
Thank you, Ryan.
And no report from the airport today, unfortunately. So we can move on to community or committee member updates.
Okay, so committee member updates. Michael, since you're new, I won't start with you. But this is the chance where we can just spend a minute or two talking about our business or organization or a project we're working on that you'd like to share. So I'll start with Councilwoman Lois. Would you like to share a few words?
Hey there. 2 big things are going on right now. We have the SR 89 improvements, both between the water and sewer lines and the road, be that safety, widening, whatever it will turn out to be. We had a great public open house last Wednesday at the Adult Center, and a lot of people showed up. It was very well attended, which was great because there's a lot of public interest. We are officially closing on the SR89improvements.com website, the official public comment period. So that closes tomorrow. So this is the last chance. We've got hundreds of public comments, which is fabulous. But I perused them, but I haven't really analyzed them because I'm just waiting until it's officially closed. We've got that on a couple of agendas coming up for City Council. As this City Council tries to wrap up, we will see what the mood is to take it on and make a decision, knowing that another council is coming in right behind them. So we'll see what ends up happening. I'm not a betting woman. Regarding November 4th, we've got the city elections coming up. The ballots are being mailed to everyone starting today. You should get them by the weekend, no later than Monday. If you don't have them by Monday, call the county recorder's office. The other thing is that you can also, for people who want to vote live, you can, even though it's a 100% mailed out ballot, you can go into the county building Monday through Friday from normal business hours 8 to 4 up to the second floor to the elections department, and you can cast your vote live, which a lot of people like to do. So that is available. I want to encourage everybody to, if you're going to use your mail-in ballot, do not mail it so it gets lost in Phoenix. We had several hundred ballots from the city of Prescott summer election came in over weeks following the deadline. So if you want your vote to count, it's super easy. You drive to Fair Street to the county building and you drop it in the drop box. And so that's what I want people to do. And I encourage everybody to get those turned in by October 31st, Halloween. Get your ballot turned in by Halloween, and then we'll have a pretty good reading on the results. Besides the 3 city council seats that will be determined that day, there is also Prop 485, which is the APS franchise agreement, which if you were here and able to vote 25 years ago, you would remember it. But the rest of us who weren't of voter age or here do not remember that this is something that we have to vote on and approve every 25 years per Arizona state statute. So it's kind of a technicality. It is not an exclusive arrangement between the city of Prescott with APS. It is something that is done every 25 years, and it gives them the right to use our roads, and then in turn for their services, and then in turn they give the city of Prescott 2% of their financial receipts from city residents, and that gets plowed right back into the budget and spent on the community. And so if we don't get a majority vote yes, we will by law have to do another election on this very same issue. So it's one of those things that you should just vote yes, because we all love Darla and APS is fabulous, and they've done a lot of good things in terms of this past year putting cameras out all over the place, so we get a really good handle on smoke while it's small before it becomes smoke when it's large. So I think it's a win-win for everyone. The information was mailed to your homes, everyone's homes in the pamphlet. It has also been 3 or 4 pages in the Daily Courier every day for the past 2 weeks. But I just tried to simplify it because it's really tiny font. You don't want to read it. So it's a yes if we want to continue to do business with APS. Thank you.
Lois, quick question on the SR89.com website for public comments. Mm-hmm. Do you have to reside inside the city limits in order to make a comment on that?
No, we've been taking comments from anyone in the public.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Autumn, we're going to start with you next.
Let's see. Our applications are open for the Holiday Light Parade. That's November 29th. The bonfire afterwards, and our Christmas City mugs are on order, so they should be here in a few weeks.
Let's also introduce your business for Michael's sake, too.
I own Prescott Trading. It's on Whiskey Row.
That's right. We were going to introduce ourselves to Michael. Sorry about that. Thank you. So, Matt, introduce yourself and then make your comments.
Michael and Matt Broussard from Matt's Saloon. And not too much. We do have a fundraiser coming up on October 28th, Pink Patch through Prescott Police Department. So if anyone can make it out to that, that's 5 to 8 at Matt's. And buy a pink patch for $10, and that all goes to breast cancer awareness.
And when is the wedding date?
I don't want to say it publicly.
Oh, that's true. We're on camera. Sorry. Okay, Dennis.
Yes, we just came off a great, successful Boots on the Row event. By the way, I'm Dennis Gallagher with the Prescott Western Heritage Foundation. And that was a week ago Saturday, and some of you here attended that, and I believe you had a great time. November 8th, we have a benefit concert at the Elks coming up. That's getting sold out pretty fast. And then, of course, Akron Nights coming up. We have another great lineup with Tyler Gummersall Band for that. And now we're working on interviewing scholarship applicants, and we're going to be making decisions before the end of the year. And we have some phenomenal kids lined up again this year. So that event where we do the awards will be February 1st. And that'll be at the Hacienda Hotel. So I think that.
Thanks, Dennis. Margot Christensen with Ponderosa Hotel Management, and we've got the Spring Hill Suites and the Residence Inn. And no real update other than to just maybe tag on a little bit with Mike's report. It seemed like things were maybe a little bit slow in the hotel industry this summer, slightly sluggish, but things are picking up, and our forecast looks really good, and I'm very optimistic for the next few months. The numbers look really good. Mike, thank you for all your work on citywides and groups, and you're doing a great job, so thank you very much. Nick?
Yeah, Nick Medina with Medina Hospitality. We manage a few hotels, Motor Lodge, Grand Highland, Prescott Pines. And the only announcement I have is our tickets are on sale now for our second annual Black Tie event at the Grand Highland. And then we are also throwing a second party in the courtyard, a superhero theme. I'm not the planner, so I'm not sure what that involves, but more info online at grandhighlandhotel.com. Thank you.
Hello, Michael. My name is Ed Kellerman. I'm the executive director at the FIPPA Museum. And then you have to bear with me because I got a few things to talk about before the end of the year, starting with a great exhibit opening this Friday evening, 5:30 p.m. It's Click Light Up the West. It's an invitational exhibition of fine art photography. I just got to see them hang the art. It's exceptional, so I hope you all get a chance to see that. As far as heritage programming goes, coming up on October 25th, we have Haunted Prescott with Darlene Wilson. On November 1st, we'll be doing the photograph as fine art with Joe Webster. And on Saturday, November 22nd, we have Stepping Off the Page, which is based on a book by Bob Bosbell and Jana Boomersbach about Hellraisers and Trailblazers. So there'll be reenactors there, Annie Oakley, Calamity Jane, and some lesser-known folks. We have a Western Roundtable, Legends and Legacy, a Western History Roundtable with Lee Anderson, Brad Courtney, Drew Desmond, Warren Miller, and Alan Rockman. That's on November 15th from 1 to 3 p.m. It's free with paid admission. Our Junior Ranger programming, we'll have Cork Pumpkins for Kids. This is a free Saturday event for children in our community. So we'll do Cork Pumpkins on November 1st, Plank Cowboy Snowmen on December 6th, and then on Saturday, October 18th, we will have Judy Paris, who is a local children's author, talking or reading her book, Not Funny Harvey, and then we'll be giving out copies of that book to children until they're gone. So we'll be doing that. Adult art workshops coming up with local artist Bill Kramer on plein air art on October 9th and 10th. And then Steve Atkinson will be doing a plein air sketching workshop on November 14th and 15th. Art and Wine is still a popular event for adults in our community. November 8th, we'll be doing acrylic painting with Francis Leon Beagle. So if you're interested in that. And then the big end of the year is Shop Fippin Cowboy Christmas. We'll have a meet and greet with Santa Claus on December 13th and 14th, from 1 to 4 p.m. He reads stories, they do crafts, and obviously take photographs. And so it's a big weekend on that 12th through the 14th in our store with big discounts and lots of stuff going on for the Christmas holiday. So thank you for bearing with me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Robert?
That was a lot of events. I won't get into all of ours.
I missed Spurs and Sweets on Sunday, October 26th, where we'll have costumes, candy, and kids all over the place. 300 attendees last year.
Wow.
Great job at the Fippin. Thank you. Welcome, Michael, to the TAC committee. Look forward to working with you. My name is Robert Coombs. I run the Visitor Information Center for the Prescott Chamber of Commerce right downtown. Come by and see me anytime. I see you have a Caborca hat on. I think I can see that from here. So thank you for your work on that too. I know we work pretty closely with you guys on some of our shows. So thank you. We have lots of events coming up. I suggest you get to our website at prescott.org to see them all. We just came off of our fall arts and crafts show this past weekend. I hope you guys got to enjoy some of it. It went very well. It's the last show of the season. Next is, of course, is going to be Christmas lighting and the parade, starting with the light parade that PDP puts on. But do get on the event to see all the different ones coming up. But our vendors are very happy this past weekend, just very excited. We've had a lot of people. Look forward to the numbers coming in, which I guess takes about probably a couple of months before we see those numbers. But we look forward to seeing those. I have been in contact with the Trans Rockies Gravel ride that's coming up in 2026. We do have it on our website, and for you gravel riders, I'm not one of them. I guess I could be. I do a lot of mountain biking, but they open registration on the 22nd, I believe, of this month. So that's kind of exciting to have that coming into town. People are going to be excited about it. As you know, the Prescott Chamber of Commerce is helping management with the Chino Valley Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Information Center for the past few months. We've been taking shifts with our staff from the Prescott Chamber, making sure they're open every single day, looking for volunteers out there in Chino. So if you know anyone who'd like to volunteer at the Chino Valley Visitor Information Center, it's not real busy, but we hope that will change really soon. Just let me know. I have applications downtown for that. A big event for them at Chino is the Harvest Festival, which is this weekend, Saturday, and that will be at the Yavapai College Agricultural Center, which is on Palomino Drive in Chino. So come on out to that. It should be a great event. Hope we get some breaks in the rain for that one. We have lots of staff helping them work on that particular event, but that's always a big event for out in Chino. Again, get on our website, prescott.org, for more events. Thank you.
Thanks, Robert. Tamara?
Hi, I'm Tamara Burks with the Hilton Garden Inn and Sam Hill Warehouse across the street over here. We don't have much coming up. October's our busy wedding season, so we are in the thick of weddings in the next couple of weeks for sure over there. And then November, we are starting our partnership with the Festival of Trees. That'll be starting the week before Thanksgiving. So they're setting up and they put all their signs around town. I think this last week they all started popping up everywhere. Excited to partner with them again on that. They are adding a gala night, which is really cool. So keep your eye out. So they have their Jingle and Mingle on Tuesday for sponsors, and Wednesday night will be a plated dinner amongst all the trees as they auction them off. So that's kind of our next big event we have happening over there, and we're super excited for.
Thank you, Tamara. Michael, do you have anything you'd like to share?
Well, just to recap, not only a resident here since '88, I was also the soccer coach at Yavapai College for 32 years, and I retired 5 years ago. I've been busy since, wrote a book, consultant for Mojave College, and trying to implement a soccer program they have out there in Bullhead City, and then just involved in a lot of things, mainly as a consultant for soccer to help coaches, young coaches in particular. And looking forward to the city council meeting next Tuesday. Hopefully they'll pass the $2.5 million gift for improvements to Ken Lindley Field. We'll see how that works out. And then later this month, for some odd reason, been very fortunate, I will be inducted into the National Italian American Sports Hall of Fame in Chicago, of all places. So excited about that, especially when there's a lot of recognizable names in that Hall of Fame: Joe DiMaggio, Mario Andretti, Rocky Marciano. List goes on. Some greats, Vince Lombardi, and somehow they want me involved, and I'll be their first soccer coach ever inducted. So excited about that.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Christina, anything else?
Yes, as our last official meeting of 2025 comes to a close, I just want to thank you all for your time for the year, for your dedication to this community, for all that you do, for volunteering, for advocating for tourism. Our staff deeply, deeply appreciates this. We know that you guys have been part of this committee for a long time. You've been advocates for tourism, and it does not go unnoticed. So on behalf of John, myself, and Arlie and Mike, we just really, really appreciate you guys. And we will see you November 5th.
Well, on behalf of our entire board, we appreciate every single one of you. You work very, very hard at what you do every single day. Sometimes 7 days a week, as we all know. So thank you very much. And you'll let us know the location?
Yes.
And then I just want to go back to any confusion that I might have mentioned. The Trans Rockies event in October of this year, I just want to clarify, it's very, very small. I think they're just bringing in some of their VIPs, executives, and their followers for a practice ride of some sort.
Private pre-ride would make
sense.
sense.
I don't even, it's not a big public event. It's just a pre-ride practice exploratory. So I just wanted to clarify that to everyone. So, yeah, yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to clear up that confusion that I might have caused. So
thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody else have anything that they want to mention? No? Well, this is the shortest meeting we've ever had. We're going to adjourn at 11:46.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
See you soon.